Good afternoon and welcome to Foxborough High School Sam Burns Stadium. My name is Kevin Penders. I am joined by Paul Frost, and we are delighted to bring you Foxborough varsity team soccer action for the boys as the Foxborough Warriors take on the North Attleboro Big Red. Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Pretty good, Kevin. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm coming in hot. I've been on a work hearing since early this morning. And it wrapped up at 3:20, at which point I went, I can get there. So we're coming in hot. And so, folks, looking forward to having you all here with us today. Foxborough's got the ball. They're in motion already. They took the kickoff. Hollis to Frost. Frost, let's get through the starting lineup and tell you who's on the field, actually. Let's do that first. Starting from the back, junior Derek Axon in net, riding the hot hand, a couple of clean sheets in the last couple of weeks. And he is in action today. His back line, it looks like they've made some formation changes, actually, now that I'm looking at it. His back line is going with three in the back. We got Marco Pacini all the way over on the left, Zach Raymond at the center spot, and John Hollis, who's been playing a lot up top, is moved to the right defensive wing position. Looks like Justin Neal is on the far side. PJ Frost, captain, in the middle, number 5. Alex McGarry, number 13, with those great cleats in the middle as well. Jeremy Neal up top. So it looks like they've moved the Neal twins higher up for today. They've usually been the left and right fullback positions. Also up ahead of them in midfield, you have Max Beagle, number 11. Jacob Tessier and Matt Angelini, our league leading, or our Foxborough leading goal scorer, up on attack. That is the Foxborough lineup going from my left to my right for this quarter anyhow. And North Attleboro is pressing the attack here, or trying to take that ball away from freshman Hollis. And they are going from my right to my left. So we are underway. 2 minutes in. Look at that. I got the starting lineup in 2 minutes in. We're doing great, Paul.
I have very few things to say. I'll comment on the weather. It is a rainy, drizzly day out there. I do not relish being a soccer player out there on the field today.
No, it's just wet suck is what it is today.
We have a couple of Brave fans out there. I'm counting two,
maybe three. It's all right. They're just taking advantage of the COVID safety protocols and spreading out. Even Amy's Pope Mobile has got the sheets down over there today. So that's we're in foul weather territory. Definitely different than the home game we had here last week. Paul sliding into our broadcaster's booth, and happy to have him. But last week it was like summer. It was 71, 72 when we had the kickoff. Beautiful day. Today it's just wet yuck. And it's got that like almost November wet yuck feel to it, right? It's just cold. I mean, we're here in the booth and Paul's wearing gloves and a hat, and I mean that's he's wearing cameraman gear. It is what it is.
I was a Boy Scout. Be prepared.
Be prepared. Indeed. So for those of you following along from home, Foxborough today playing North Attleboro. Foxborough in sole possession of third place in the Davenport division with 9 points overall, a 4-2-1 record. One of those wins coming against this North Attleboro team earlier this week. Hard fought. Not sure what just happened there. Alex McGarry tips the ball to a streaking North Attleboro player who is looking to get a bid at it. Swings wide, and that's gonna still in play, out of bounds. That should be North Attleboro ball.
Nope, they gestured Foxborough
throw. Did they now? I thought one of our guys touched it last, but so be it. Let's see if we can figure out who that is up there. That might be Connor Ward, number 9. Ball bounces off Justin Neal. Slow roller. Dangerous play there. Zach Raymond clears it up to the midfield line. North Attleboro working its way back up, though. North Attleboro very opportunistic on its goals this year. It's had to be. It plays that defensive format. It stacks the back. They've had a hard time scoring goals. They've only got 2 on the season so far, and they are 1-5-1 with 3 points so far on the season in the Davenport. We'll see if we can get to know some of their players a little bit better as time goes by. Angelini trying to poke past number 3. Number 3 is Justin Silva, captain, senior for the North Attleboro team, defense and midfield positions.
Now, Kevin, when you say stack the back, what are you talking about? The number of men on the last 2 lines?
So if you look on the back line right now, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 6 guys back there. So for somebody like Matt Angelini, who is always looking to press and fly, you just can't get the ball through 6 guys to get down that wing.
Right.
So you need, so they're playing across, and they're playing so deep across that it's just really hard to get those opportunistic triangle passes through the hole.
Right.
Although right there you see Jacob Tessier pop a nice one to Max Beagle, just gets a toe on it. The keeper's got it. So that's what I'm talking about, right? You'll see here, even in this formation, they've still got 4 or 5 guys back. It just clogs that back line.
Their midfield plays very far back.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're getting a lot of those long ball tosses, right? Their goals are going to come off of that pop and run. So let's see what else we got going on here. Sorry for the dead air space. PJ Frost pops that thing out of bounds. That's going to stay North Attleboro ball. North Attleboro ball. Jackson Magus with the kickoff there. The ball is in and moving. Number 47 trying to work his way through some crowd. That's Carson Dameron.
Shot on goal.
Shot on goal wide. And eventually goes out of bounds.
Should be a goal kick there.
It is. I think they're going to say it came on this side of the flagpole, and so that's going to be actually a Foxborough throw, a kick in, as we debate with my darling bride, who is not here with us today. Netta would like to debate the throw-in terminology since they cannot touch the ball. There's a shot by number 11, wide and high, Jaid Ishmael, Jr., midfielder. Call me Ishmael. Axon sweeps it to Raymond. Raymond passes it back to Axon. They're working it around from the back. Pacini caught up by Edison Mendoza. Works it back to Axon. Axon around back to Raymond. Raymond over to Hollis. Hollis looking for room. He's got Neal. Jeremy Neal up the line into the middle. Not there. That ball is captured, contained, and passed back into action for North Attleboro by David Floyd. Stop ball violation there. And Foxborough on the move. Justin Neal to PJ Frost. Back to Justin Neal. Over to Alex McGarry. McGarry looking to fiddle around in the middle of the field. He's got one touch to Tessier. Tessier sweeps it wide to Beagle, and it's out of bounds. Stays Foxborough ball. We are at 11 and a half minutes to play here in the first. Let's see. Beagle sends it long to the keeper, and Jeremy Neal not there in time to make, but really just not a play that Jeremy Neal was able to get to. Hollis on the run, trying to catch up to a streaking number 21, Caden Burns. He does catch him. Beagle with the ball on recovery. There's some contact in the middle of the field. That's going to be, I think it was mostly incidental, but they're going to call that as a push contact on North Attleboro and Foxborough ball. I think Max might have just sold that a little bit. All right, Foxborough ready to make the kick here. Marco Pacini rolls it into McGarry. McGarry immediately swallowed up by number 9, Connor Ward. Connor Ward looking to press the attack, feeds it over to 14. 14 being an Edison Mendoza, and the kneels collapse on that. But that ball rolls out of bounds, and that's going to be a goal kick for Foxborough.
There was a lot of contact on there.
There was a lot of contact, and that has been an issue for us in the box for Foxborough a lot this season. Monday's game being one of the few games where we haven't drawn a penalty kick, making the goalie work a little extra hard in the box. So hopefully Foxborough could continue to play clean, penalty kick free soccer. They are getting a lot, the historical physicality that Foxborough plays with, not something that lends itself. Oh, that ball squeaks through. Raymond back to stop it. Oh, and feeds it up to Hollis. Hollis looking for room. No, he slides it over to Axon. They're going to build it back out from the inside. That was number 12, Brody Rosenberg, with the great headband, who made this opportunistic streak. Here they come again.
I think you were saying the physicality that Foxborough usually has.
Ball's long, wide, and in. And North Attleboro gets first blood. They're on the board. That was a little defensive lapse and breakdown there. I believe it was number 8, Matt Conley. We're going to see hopefully on a replay if we are lucky enough to do so. Mike Everson's working hard. He's got 2 shifts going on there in the truck for us. So we'll see if he's able to give us a rewind and a look when he is ready. But either way, that's a quick strike there for Foxborough. And so I'm being asked what the number was. I believe it's number 9. I'm hoping to see a replay. Oh, sorry, Mike, I didn't realize you were doing it. So let's see here. It's this guy right here.
Yep.
So he is, number 9. Number 9. And you see that off the top crossbar, rattles around and tucks itself in. So that's number 9, Connor Ward, picking up his goal. North Attleboro's 3rd goal of the season. And it's an important one for them early. Edison Mendoza challenging on the back line. Now Foxborough's got to get to work. You just saw really just a sort of a lapse there, Paul. Mm-hmm. The defense sort of just slowed itself down. There didn't seem to be an urgency. And North Attleboro took huge advantage of it. I think it's either the weather that's gotten to our Warriors early, or they're just looking, they looked past them. But that was
nice.
Nice bid by P.J. Frost. But Jeremy Neal running to the outside instead of the inside there. They miscommunicated on that pass, and opportunity taken away by North Attleboro. Oh boy, a lot of contact there at the midfield line. Either way,
Hollis
streaking down the line,
down
Marco Iskandar, and that is caught up to by John Hollis. I keep saying James, and I apologize for that. James is on the JV squad. He's a junior. John is a streaky freshman who has been getting good minutes here with the varsity squad this season. And out goes Jeremy Neal on substitution. In comes Cam Barrera, number 2. And we've got a corner indirect, because I don't know if it's a kick, corner pass from North Attleboro coming up. Nice cross there.
Same kid.
One touch by number 3, Justin Silva. And as I'm saying that, let's tap on the window and tell Jerry that the goal was number 3, not number 9. Number 3. Because that was definitely the guy who scored the goal earlier. Is that right? Yeah, it is. I'm sticking with it, Paul, until you correct me.
Sounds good.
Okay. Well, we'll see if we get... Oh, nice feed from Angelini. Stretches the field. Keeper right there on the corner. McGarry on the move to try to get it, but he cannot. It really shouldn't be that hard to figure out which guy scored.
I forgot my glasses.
I'm wearing my glasses, but that's not going to help. I forgot Netta's binoculars. There's the problem. We'll take a look at a replay on that later and see if we can figure it out differently, if there's a way to do so. Raymond catches up, slows the play. Ball is out of bounds. That's going to be North Attleboro ball. I'm just looking at where they're playing, Paul, right? Number 3 is number 3 is the captain, Justin DeSilva, and he's playing on the back line. Number 9 is Connor Ward, and he's playing up top here in front of the box. We called it as number 9 before. I think that's who it is.
It felt like he came from midfield.
It definitely did. They stepped right up outside the 18. It was a really nice bid he had. He just got the crossbar on the distance play. PJ Frost faking the header in an effort to. Oh, and there's another one. Yeah, I think that's number 9, Connor Ward. Tries to take it left, takes it with the left foot. He squirts it to the right. It's out. Goal kick. Axon in motion. So now we'll have to see if Foxborough can get back in it.
We're at about 4.5 minutes. So
we got guys keeping warm over on the side over there. You see that? We haven't seen too much of that this season, but the Peck Papa Love, Ben Ferguson, is in motion, limbering up. Hopefully that's a sign of him working his way to the scorer's table to get in the game, but he's definitely loosening. Looks like Alex Penders was doing the same there, number 24. Puccini sends it back. Dangerous pass to the goal. Makes me really uncomfortable watching them do that.
I thought you had it. No, you've got it.
I did, right. Exactly. It's exactly the type of goal in youth soccer where you're like, how did they score? Oh, everybody was nice. Frost with a nice touch up to Beagle. Beagle trying to get on the move. And he is slowed up by the guy who did not score the goal, Justin Silva, number 3. I am convinced. Matter of fact, I'm going to go tell Jerry. What do you think about that? You can go tell Jerry. We'll tell Jerry at a break. He'll figure it out. So Jerry is our official scorekeeper, keeping all things score. And he is moved from the scorer's table on the other side of the field up here into the booth with us tonight to keep warm and dry and keep the technology warm and dry. And I'm not sure which one we cared about more for the purposes of that discussion. I cared about Jerry, but it might have been the tech that drove him indoors. So either way, he just asked us who scored, and we were trying to figure it out on the replay, and you've already heard that disastrous exchange by me. Raymond looking to pull that back to the midfield inside. He does to Axon. Axon spacing out to Puccini. They have switched fields. Now looking to get some motion into the offensive end. They have it with Beagle. Beagle tries to keep it in bounds. He does. Neal into Tessier. Tessier with a little contact into Barrera. Barrera squirts away from him over to North Attleboro. North Attleboro looking to press an advantage. Again, a lead is not something that they've experienced very much this season, so this is a big deal for them. Trying to keep that momentum going. Squirts off of number 20? Number 10. Jeez. Killing me today. Marco Iskandar. These guys need to turn themselves to give me their number better. It's really rude that they're busy running up and down the field instead of sideways for me. On attack again. Here they come. Justin Neal just gets a toe in there to break that play up. Foxborough now over to Beagle, trying to make a run for it. He's got McGarry. McGarry one times to Angelini. Angelini one times to Tessier, and then to Beagle again. Beagle looking to control. Oh, nice bid there. Beagle slides it right to the penalty kick line. Just a little bit too close to the goalie. Otherwise, McGarry was right there to just drive that home. But the keeper, let's give him kudos. Let's see, I've got 2 keepers here on the list. David Floyd is the keeper. He's a junior, doing a good job of controlling the opportunities he's had so far.
We are within the 2 minutes.
Oh, the dreaded 2 minutes end of quarter, yes. When we go to the field for referee time. And that's a long ball down to Axon. Marco Iskandar making the run there, but Axon has it, distributes it to the other side to Puccini. Puccini looking to get something moving over to Frost after a couple of little bumps and bobbles to Tessier, to Barrera, back to Hollis. Hollis with the long cross pass over to Beagle. North Attleboro comes away with it. Pacini kicks it back into play for Foxborough. Beagle contesting, but can't get there to drive it home. That'll be a Foxborough ball. Again, we're waiting for that whistle. And that's okay. That's Barrera's got it. I thought I heard the whistle there, but nope. That was the whistle to get going. Frost now to the middle of the field, looking around. Company coming. He clears it up to Hollis. Hollis looks to press the advantage. It's not there. Ball squirts off of Raymond. And that's going to do it for the first. That's going to do it for the first quarter. It is a quick North Attleboro 1, Foxborough 0. I don't know, Paul. What's your any thoughts there you want to share from a takeaway standpoint from the first quarter?
It's wet.
It is wet.
There were plenty of missed kicks. Both sides, I think, had their issues getting a solid foot on the ball. I don't know how much of their goal wasn't weather-related as it bounced back and Derek didn't know where it went.
I'd love to see it again if we can see it. I don't know can we see the goal again? Okay. So they're going to try to put that back up for us so we could see it. Just if no other reason. One, because I think you're right. There was funky stuff going on there. Two, I think it was a surprise. And three, I'm hoping to God we can get the number just so I can stop thinking about it, really, more than anything else.
Obsessive compulsive.
Well, I've now corrected myself 3 times, so I just would like to be able to say I know it. But this is exactly right. So we're playing on turf, right? It is wet. It's been wet all day. It was raining earlier. I mean, unlike that, thank God, unlike the OA game they played at OA where it was like just sheets of rain. There were a couple of moments where you're like, this is a scene out of a perfect storm. They managed to, it's not raining, but it's still got that wet and yuck, and the ball skitters and screws in different ways, and for a keeper, it's all going to take weird bounces and hops, and so none of this is a keeper's friend. But
yeah, I think you were saying earlier that one of Foxborough's strengths in the past has always been their physicality in the backfield, and because of COVID, we are relying a lot more on speed and a little bit of physicality in order to interrupt their play. But looks like they have a couple speed demons on the front line there.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing some wheels out of them, aren't we? They're for a team that is quote unquote packed the back. They are definitely flying the midfield. They've been on the move. But so it'll be interesting to see how Foxborough adjusts for the second quarter. Coach Ambrosio giving them a work over and a talking to over there. Try to get them ready, and we'll see what changes and adjustments he makes. And what that means as we switch fields. North Attleboro will be going, for those of you watching from home, from our left to our right for this quarter. And we got a couple of substitutions coming in. So let's see. Derek Axon back in net. Zach Raymond coming back to the center position. Alex Penders making a debut. He is going to be playing the right back position. James Hollis stays. John Hollis, good Lord, stays at Alex is going to be playing left back. John Hollis is going to be playing right back. The Peck Pop of Love, Ben Ferguson, has entered the game at central defensive mid. Long tip right away by North Attleboro, getting after it. And Justin Neal goes down. Alex Penders puts that big size 14 in the way and manages to break up that play, which is great because that was a good bid there that they were coming in with. So, and that was, I think, number 18, Patty McDermott, Jr. So, we'll see now. Those feet are like snow plows.
We also have Ryan Flaherty in there as well.
Quick roller in there, Axon with the ball. Ryan Flaherty is in. Yep, he's up on the left wing. Cam Barrera is back in as well as he was at the end of the quarter. So they have moved Flaherty in for Tessier. They have switched up their positioning from the typical. They've been playing really a 4-5-1 but they're not in that format here today. Justin Neal one-times to Ferguson, tries to one-time it to Neal back. Broken up by North Attleboro. North Attleboro looking to press the advantage. Number 9, Connor Ward, feeds it out to his side. Hollis breaks that up, squirts it up to Pereira. A little bit of contact, out of bounds. North Attleboro ball.
That was another one of those wet shoes plays.
Yep. So we'll see. It's good to see, like we were talking about Hollis earlier, Ryan Flaherty, another freshman, the 2 freshmen on the varsity team this year. Both of them getting good minutes.
Ryan Flaherty's had a goal this season.
He has, yes. And number 12 squirts around.
Dangerous.
Yeah, around Hollis. Rolls it into the middle. Raymond is there. Not quite able to clear it out, but it's going to be a North Attleboro corner kick now. Foxborough marking up their men. Ball is in play, crossed in, punted by Raymond, controlled, not quite controlled. Second touch by, good save by Axon. Second touch by McGarry. North Attleboro puts it on out of the box. Axon looking for an outlet. It's not there. He's got Raymond. Back to Axon. Penders goes wide, over to Penders. What I don't really understand, Paul, is one of the things we've seen so far this season is a lot of passing in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really understand why Foxborough is not passing, because you can't punt the keeper. Can't punt past midfield. So I don't quite understand why they're not just passing to punt. Because Zach can certainly unleash it from there, and other guys on that back line can as well. I think we're trying to control the ball. We control it great from the 10 to the 50. But then we seem to, because we're doing a lot of passing and dribbling in that back line, we do have some trouble getting to the offensive end of the ball.
Yep.
Beagle and Ferguson trying to press down on Connor Ward. Connor Ward looks up the line to number 12, who I had a minute ago. Brody Rosenberg, the headband. Bjorn Borg, I'll be calling him probably for the rest of the night. And if you're listening from North Attleboro and that offends you, don't worry. I make fun of, don't make fun of. I give nicknames to the folks in blue as well. Just ask the Weasley twins. So Axon clears them out of the box, looking for opportunity to give this one a ride, and he does.
Just don't call him James.
Very significant shoulder pass over to Ben Ferguson, who looks up the line. He has Flaherty. Flaherty's turned into control. It gets away from him and up to the keeper.
Now, I do understand that we can't head the ball, and there's some leeway here given with the whole shoulder thing, but some of the stuff I've seen this season has been, I don't know. Not soccer.
Hey, well, welcome to COVID-modified rules. No, it's been hard to find. You get your pockets of soccer here. It hasn't been. And you've cameraed every home game, so you've been here. You've certainly seen it. It has been a challenge. Long bid. Penders gets a chest on it. Tries to keep his face mask on. Number 18, Patty McDermott, with the ball, trying to control it. That's out and wide. McGarry now popping it up to Angelini. No, it's just broken up by North Attleboro. Beagle intercepts the ball. Yay! And Angelini on the move down the line. He's looking to the middle. He's got Beagle. Oh, it's off Beagle's back heel. Ferguson looking to get in there. Doesn't. And that's going to be a contact foul on Ferguson. North Attleboro sets up. And that ball is in the air. Again, Penders. See, this is another one where you see a kid like Alex Paul. I mean, he's so long that the fact that they can't head, to your point, it's broken up here. The long bid, just over the crossbar. Foxborough gets away with the one there. That was a very good opportunistic shot there taken by Edison Mendoza, forward senior. But so the fact that they can't make the contact, put the head on it, right? You definitely see it for guys like back ball by Barrera, guys like Ben Ferguson, right? Who have an advantage with their size, right? Guys like Alex Penders who have an advantage with their size. Zach Raymond too has played really well all season, but he's not able to play to some
limited.
of his strengths because of the COVID rules. But that's that's a challenge. I mean, he should. Some of these guys should be able to match up really well. Oh, nice bid to try to turn that ball very cutely by Connor Ward. Just ball doesn't stay with him on the move. Excellent pivot. Ferguson goes to the ground. Ball squirting loose, goes to North Attleboro's advantage. They slide. Foxborough moves it back to the middle. Penders to Ferguson off a nice pass from Raymond. Ferguson up to Beagle. Beagle trying to make something happen. He's got 3 guys on him right there. You see that? That's your packing going in. Ben Ferguson.
Great move.
Great move. He's got good feet. He really does. You just don't get to see it that much. But his ball control is excellent. Penders steps in front of the play. Edison Mendoza with the ball. He feeds it over to Brody Rosenberg. Foxborough collapsed on him. And that nice break up there by Justin Neal, who keeps distance with him. And that's going to be a corner kick, but that's a good contain defense.
Yep, we had gotten burned there before with a stutter step around the back and crossing in the front. So
right.
I think that Mr. Neal, Justin, did a good job there. Yes, I checked the sheet.
Fred or George Weasley. Yes.
I'm going to make an effort.
I appreciate it. That's one of us should. Nice cross there by Connor Ward. Backside. Just squirts out. Here's another bid. And Axon on the bounce has the ball. Rolls it out quickly to other Neal.
Jeremy.
Foxborough. Steve, there it is at the 50. It turns around and comes back again. So North Attleboro doing some things differently. Oh, boy, that's a nice little bid. We've got a collision.
Yeah, that should be some sort of
That's going to be Foxborough ball as Brody Rosenberg goes just right into the pile there. You had Justin Neal shielding the ball so that Derek Axon could make the play, and Brody Rosenberg just said, no, get out of my way. I'm going for the ball. We got the lead. I'm looking for 2. Ball again, touched first by North Attleboro and cleared back into the offensive end for North Attleboro. Edison Mendoza over to Brody Rosenberg. Brody Rosenberg does clear that one over, but that's out of bounds. And that'll be a goal kick for Foxborough when we get a ball. We got 2 substitutions coming in. Alex McGarry and P.J. Frost coming back into the game. Out goes Ben Ferguson. Out goes Cam Barrera. And Foxborough looks to reset. Long clear by Zach Raymond. Chest trap by North Attleboro. Frost to Neal. Neal. Long pass over to Penders on the back line. Penders looking for somebody to pass to. He's got Beagle in the middle. Beagle swallowed up instantly. There he is. McGarry tries to behind the back pass it on to Beagle. He gets beat up. Penders breaks that up and pokes it back into the middle of the field. North Attleboro ball. North Attleboro showing that they can build from the back. They reset. Frost chasing it down. Trying to turn on it. But number 22 not buying that. Number 22, Andrew Ferris. Not faked out by the fancy footwork of P.J. Frost. He pokes that ball away. Foxborough ball on the kick-in. Back to Neal, Frost, up to Flaherty. Flaherty, a wide pass. Can't control, Foxborough cannot. And that ball is all the way across the field over to Jeremy Neal, who feeds it back to Axon. Axon looking for options. He's got a clearing kick coming up now. Bounces off a Beagle. off of McGarry to Beagle. Contact made, not called. Beagle looking. Beagle tripped up outside the box.
He had a good stutter step there.
He did. It was an excellent move on his part, and North Attleboro defender just got his toes and basically gave him the old cane hook.
Mm-hmm.
Hooking 2 minutes in the box. So now Foxborough will look to capitalize on that opportunity just outside the box on the, if you're looking at the football gridiron, on the 15.
Looks like Angelini's going to take the kick.
It does look like Angelini is going to take that kick. Angelini, Foxborough's leading scorer on the season. They roll it in. Doesn't go off of anybody from Foxborough. That ball is quickly controlled by North Attleboro, and North Attleboro is streaking on the move. By Penders, 22. Penders on his horse to try to catch up to that. He does. Zach Raymond there too. Beagle not controlling. Connor Ward getting taken down. That's going to be a kick for North Attleboro at about the 30. They're gonna put him at the 35. Nope, moving him up. Oh, they're gonna keep moving him up. Foxborough looking to keep control here. Composure on what is guaranteed to be a nice long kick. And bid. Here it comes.
Into the
Tessier
wall.
gets his body on that ball, and Jeremy Neal contains Bjorn Borg, and that is going to go to the goalkeeper for a goal kick. Number 12, Brody Rosenberg.
Looks like substitutions are coming in.
So what do we got? James Hollis is back. John Hollis is back in. Adam Conley making his first appearance for this game. Out goes Angelini. Out goes Flaherty. So they're giving our leading scorer a breather. And they're moving Hollis back. Oh, Hollis gets... no, that was a Neal that got pummeled.
And they called it.
They did. So now, where did Hollis go when he came back out? They put him up here on the front, on the top line again. See here on the,
Yep.
He's on attack now, which is where he's been most of the season.
Left wing.
Left wing, yes. Thank you. And so that's what we've got him back, sort of in his natural. Well, I don't know if it's his natural position, but it's the position that he's been in most of the season. The first time I've seen him on the defensive line was for kickoff. Slide down to Penders. He's got company. He's up to Frost. Frost looks back to Raymond. Raymond gets wide to Neal. And then up to McGarry. McGarry lets it ride. Down the line. Can Conley get there? He cannot. That'll be a North Attleboro ball.
Looks like Foxborough coach has something to say out there.
Hard to know. He's excited about something. He definitely didn't like what he was watching. You've got some adjustments going on too. North Attleboro with a substitution coming in. And ball's in play.
Looks like he may have moved Hollis to mid.
It does look like he
Striker?
may have put him up at, well, so he's using Conley at striker. They usually are only using, well, again, they've changed format today. So I got to really try to figure out what exactly it is that they're doing as a format instead of just speculating. But most of the season we've only had one striker, and definitely Adam Conley is playing in that role right now. Angelini has been in that when he's been in most of the season. Beagle trying to get through, does not. Frost trying to contain. He does. But they get a through ball. There's again that size 14. Boom. Beagle manages to duck the header call.
Flaherty with a good
Hollis,
pass up the line.
Hollis there with the move up the line to Conley. Conley cannot control, and that is going to be out of bounds, but we're going to keep the ball. So see if Foxborough can get something going here with just under 4 left to play at the half. Be nice to pick one up before halftime, Paul.
All right, here it comes. I'll give you one.
All right, I'll take it. If you're giving it, I'll take it. Field to Beagle. Beagle trying to pass through. He's over to Hollis. Hollis to Frost. Frost swallowed up immediately. Ball is squirt loose to North Attleboro. North Attleboro looking to get something going. McGarry gets a toe on it, but they still manage to come away with the ball. Long ball down the line. Justin Neal gets a piece of it, but not enough. Penders containing and manages to put a close on Marco Iskandar, but ball is out off Penders. That's going to be a corner kick. North Attleboro looking to build on the lead. They've got a corner coming here. See how they cross it over. It's a one-touch quick. There's a cross in. Looks like somebody got tripped up in the middle of the box, but nothing called. Conley there first with the ball. He's got the ball. He presses it over to Tessier. Tessier back up the line, but it is knocked out of bounds by... I'm going to admit it. I need Netta's binoculars. Mike Everson, you can note exactly the fact that I said that. That's okay. I'm going to admit it. I needed Netta's binoculars. She's right. Oh, nice pass by McGarry to Hollis. Hollis looking to get one on. He does! Just over the crossbar.
He believes he was tripped out there.
He
and
does
the
believe
referee
it.
Does not agree.
I believe it too, just because he's a freshman and therefore he's sincere. But no one called it. And so with that, the goalkeeper goes to work. John Hollis still looking for his first goal of the season. Had a nice bid there, just over the crossbar. And McGarry with a one-touch to Conley. Conley trying to get a foot on it, and it is broken up by the defense of North Attleboro. North Attleboro, nice long throw by the keeper. Squirts out to midfield to Penders. Penders pass up to McGarry. McGarry, soft touch to Hollis. Hollis presses it into Beagle. Beagle with a bid and a goal. There's your captain, number 11, Max Beagle, with his 4th goal in the season?
That's
4th goal in
like.
the season. Good for him. What a nice feed.
He threaded that needle
He
and
really did.
just really went short side on the goalie.
That's well, you said we were going to get an equalizer. You did promise it, so thank you for that, Paul.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Very selfless of you to give that. Oh, here's a look at it. Let's see it while they kick off, but that's good. Let's see it. Let's see it. We can wait for them. Now Foxborough just needs to build on it. Beagle again with the ball. Well, we're going to wait for it. Mike's going to make us earn it. So, it's all right. They're in action. We'll wait.
North is streaking down the left side of the field, trying to cross one over.
North trying to get that momentum back.
A lot of contact there.
Tessier managed to hold on, but Tessier did not like that call. Ball squirted, gone. All right, here it comes right here. So you see Beagle with the touch, pulls it back across the box, lets it go, comes again near side.
Yep.
So the goalie's sliding with Beagle and leaves that near side exposed.
Yep.
That was a really pretty goal. And the pass that got to Max before that, just as pretty. That was, if you watch the series that led up to it, really, really well done for the Foxborough 11. That last shot wide and over the goalpost, that's going to be a Foxborough goal kick. Again, we are inside the referee count now. We could go to halftime. In fact, we will. It's halftime. It's 1-1 Foxborough to North Attleboro. Oh, nice that they got that one back right before the end of the half. That was great.
Why don't we talk during halftime when there's no soccer action going on about why this game is so important to Foxborough.
Why is this game so important to Foxborough? Hold on just a second. Jerry, we're going to answer your question as soon as I can see a replay because you want to know who scored the goals. Oh, well, now you're asking questions I can't possibly answer. He wants to know who scored the assists. Oh, it's a miracle. It took us... Okay, so let's look right now. We got the North Attleboro first goal coming here. So that ball's loose. So there's no assist coming on that play. And right there. Now I just need him to turn around.
Yeah,
that's 9. Yes.
Number 9.
So that first goal is Connor Ward. Unassisted is my answer. And then you see it just bounces off of Derek Axon's left leg. It's a tough break for a keeper off that crossbar. Really brutal. So let me just make sure we clear that one up. And then, Mike, are you able to give me a little bit more length on the Max Beagle goal so that we can try to answer Jerry's question?
Hey, Jim.
We're just going to wait. So this is the Beagle goal. You see it here coming through. So that doesn't touch McGarry. Coming through, it's Hollis right there. Hollis has it. And then Hollis feeds it down to Beagle. So I got an assist for Hollis, a goal for Beagle, and the first goal for North Attleboro, I have number 9 unassisted. Jerry likes my answers, so we'll go with those. All right. There. Now I'm official scorekeeper. Look at this. It's all coming together. My pension is secure. This is all good.
One day you'll be able to run the entire show yourself, Kevin.
And no one will watch when I do that. All right. So we have 8 minutes left in the halftime. And Paul, you had something. You had asked, why is this important? Why is this game important? Well, they're all important, Paul. Everyone knows they're all important. But for Foxborough, this is important. I assume you're going to talk to me about tournament play. Is that what you're like?
Yes.
Okay.
Leading up to that.
Okay. It's leading the witness. I see what this is. So the Davenport division and the Kelly Rex division, we've talked about this over the course of a few of the games, right? So this season, because of COVID, Foxborough is only playing in Davenport, right? The Small Hawk, as it's also known. And Kelly Rex, Mansfield, and Milford and Franklin and the other guys over there, King Philip, they're Big Hawk, Kelly Rex, right? So we're playing for seeding because this week, in fact, I think it was on Tuesday, the Hockomock League athletic directors announced that they're hoping to do tournament play at the end of the season. Foxborough right now sits in 3rd place with 9 points, a 4-2-1 record. Canton today is playing in Canton against Oliver Ames. Oliver Ames, who has just bulldozed the Hockomock, the Small Hawk, having come back down from the Kelly Rex.
31 goals.
31 goals in 7 games. 31 goals for 2 goals against, or GA, as you might be interested in knowing if you're my wife. So there it is. I got that win in. I don't know if she's listening, but I assure you she's angry either way right now that I just did that. Either way, so Canton and Foxborough are fighting for 2nd place in this division, right? It would be great to see Canton find some way to beat up on OA today and make 1st place a real challenge. But in reality, as we close out this week 4 of 5 for the Hockomock season in the Davenport, Canton and Foxborough are pivoting back and forth. Actually, Foxborough has been playing well enough lately to get back into contention, I should say, for 2nd place. So if Foxborough wins today, they get 2 points.
Right.
That gives them 11 points. If Canton ties today, they get 1 point.
Right.
If they lose, they hold at 10, which means Foxborough piggybacks over them, right? Leapfrogs over them into 2nd place. All of that is important because next week, Foxborough closes its regular season with 2 games, a home and away, against Canton. So winning today is really important for Foxborough because it positions them to be relevant for 2nd place seeding. Now, Paul, why is 2nd place seeding important for the Small Hawk? Because you've got it on your sheet for the tournament play.
Tournament play. It appears that as we go into the quarterfinal rounds for the tournament, the first seed of Kelly Rex will play the fourth seed of Davenport, and vice versa.
And so as that sits today, I believe Milford, but I could be wrong. It could be Mansfield, because I think Mansfield and Milford are tied right now in the Kelly Rex.
Okay.
So wherever they end up, either Mansfield or Milford, whoever ends up number one right now would play Sharon.
Right.
Okay? And vice versa down the line.
Yep.
So Oliver Ames will end up playing the fourth place Kelly Rex team. And Canton and Foxborough are vying to be the second place Kelly Davenport team, because then they get a home game.
Right.
That's the part that's the most critical of all. So Mike Evers might start rooting against us just so he doesn't have to do the live coverage of the game. But the reality is, if Foxborough manages to lock up second place in the Davenport by next week, then we will host, if there is a tournament, the first round of the Hockomock League tournament, which would be the number 2 seed versus the Kelly Rex number 3 seed, which I don't have right in front of me. So,
but we know it wouldn't be Milford or Mansfield.
It would
which
not
would be
Milford or Mansfield. That doesn't make it any really better, because then it makes it places like, I don't know, King Philip, or Taunton, or who am I forgetting? It's Mansfield, Milford, King Philip. Franklin, thank you. Yep, that's the one I'm missing. Okay, Foxborough 11 is back on the field, and North Attleboro's 11 is coming back out to start the third. Looking out over the landscape, I see Axon on the back line again as keeper to start the second half. We've got Raymond and Penders on the defensive posts. We've got the Neal twins on the wings on the midfield there. We've got Frost and McGarry drop back as central. Well, McGarry is the central defensive midfielder. Frost as the midfielder. We've got Tessier on the right wing. We've got Hollis on the left wing, and Angelini and Beagle back in the middle. And everybody's jumping, and we are underway. Ball to Frost. Frost looks up. Not there. He swings it back to Penders. Penders clears to the wing, to the Neals. Both of them, apparently. Down to Frost. Frost all the way back to Raymond. Raymond swings it wide to Jeremy Neal on the back line. So it looks like we've gone back to our more traditional four on the fly on the back line.
Yep, great feed.
Nice feed from Tessier.
If he can beat that defenseman down the line.
Angelini looking to get that room. He can't do it. Number 4, Donovan Carter breaks up that play. Senior defenseman from North Attleboro.
But I like the way we started that time.
Absolutely. That was great. That was a great motion going there. So that's why, Paul, to go back to your question earlier, that's exactly why seeding this game is so important, because for Foxborough, it puts Foxborough in a position to make both games next week very meaningful, rather than very hard.
Nice cross by McGarry.
Very good cross by McGarry. Yes, Neal gets a chest on it but can't control it. Justin Neal comes back. Nice work getting back there to steal that ball back. Over to Hollis. Hollis to Frost. Frost looking to McGarry. McGarry skirts off his stunning shoes. And North Attleboro with the ball, looking to swing that around from the back. Justin Silva clears it up. Justin Neal receives it. McGarry with a one-timer to Angelini. Angelini fires. Blocked. Full face ball by Jayed Ishmael.
Ooh. And
that ball sails wide over the crossbar, and that's going to be a goal kick for North Attleboro. North Attleboro long clear up to number 14, Edison Mendoza. Jeremy Neal with the ball in the middle. He controls to Frost. Frost to McGarry. McGarry feeds long to Neal. Neal trying to push it up the line to Tessier. Just rolls wide. That's out of bounds. Number 21, Caden Burns, will inbound. And it looks like it's raining a little harder now, Paul.
Certainly sounds like it. Oh, that was a misdirected kick.
Moon
out
ball.
Of bounds.
Moon ball out of bounds. Caden Burns to reset. Number 11, Jayed Ishmael looking to receive. And does. McGarry presses on Ishmael. Back to number 4, Donovan Carter. Carter up to North Attleboro. A lot of contact there. But Foxborough comes away clean with a goal kick.
Well, you saw Raymond raise his hands, right? It was clearly not him.
Oh yeah, exactly. I don't know what you anticipated you may have seen, but since I put my hands up in the international sign of defense, it was not me. No better way to draw a foul than to let him know that you felt like you had to state a case. Pretend you haven't done it. Well, that might. Oh, nice ball squirts through. Tessier not able to get there in time. Number 4, Donovan Carter, clears that ball out of bounds. That was a nice long pass there. Good bid, just a little wide for Tessier to be able to catch up to. Raymond controls the ball, clears it, switch fields, over to Hollis. Hollis tries to one-time it up to Beagle, gets broken up. All kinds of people saying it's my ball. And North Attleboro comes, apparently it's a democracy. They had more hands up than we did. They got the ball. Penders tries to trap it with the full body slide. Foxborough working it up the line. Hollis one times to Angelini, not there. Ball is out of bounds. And that one will be a Foxborough ball.
The umbrellas have come up in the stands.
It is official. It is official. We have the reins. Attleboro presses the advantage. They squeak past PJ Frost. And then get a shot off wide. That ball is going to be a goal kick. I can't see who the number is over there to be able to give kudos for that bid. There's a lot of single digits on this team. They all look like the number 3. I don't know why that is.
Myopia.
Can they all be wearing the same number? Axon to clear. He does. Angelini with a chest pass to McGarry. Shoulder shove.
A shoulder head. I don't know what you call it.
Shedder. Angelini looking to feed Tessier. It's not there.
Over to
Neil.
Neil.
Oh, Neil behind the play to Tessier.
Yep.
He can't quite get it there. It was Tessier was ready to make that run too, but just not able to lead him in that direction. McGarry to Beagle on a nice one-timer back to McGarry. McGarry fights through the ball. Ooh. Broken up. But to Neil. Neil to Beagle. Again, we try to reset. It's not there. And that's going to be a contact foul on Beagle and a kick.
All I can say on those kicks is there's got to be some set of rules that I don't understand about who did what to whom.
Right. The whole contact issue is really suspect. You know, it's a question of who had advantage, who didn't have. Oh, ball squeaks through, and that's going to be a goal. That's going to be a goal for number 14, Edison Mendoza. And North Attleboro today doubles up on their goal total for the season. Let's see if we get the chance for a replay, but that you just saw that was a defensive breakdown there in the top of the box. Here comes a look at it now. So you see the ball loose here. Mendoza with the contain. Penders collapses on him. Ball slides over to number 8. Yep. So that's going to be
Matt Conley.
I don't even have a number 8. Yes, Matt Conley. So it's a goal by Edison Mendoza, assist by Matt Conley. Just a nice touch by Conley to feed Mendoza back into play. And Foxborough, looking back at a 2-1 hole here, needs to pick up a goal. That ball is long and wide. And they try to roll another one through. Pender's there to clear that one up and out. Tessier beaten on position. McGarry comes away with it. And looks to feed it up to Angelini on that wing, but they're doing a great job of getting a foot on it.
Let's see if Foxborough can capitalize.
Does not appear so. Foxborough back in a defensive position. Jeremy Neal looking to roll it back to the keeper. Axon sends it back up into play. Bounces off Attleboro as McGarry does not get it. McGarry with the contact. And that's going to be a North Attleboro kick from about the 20-yard line. Edison Mendoza. Nope, he's yielding to number 21, Caden Burns. And number 3, Justin Silva, one of North Attleboro's 2 Hockomock 11 stars coming into this season, the other being Donovan Carter. That's a clear kick.
Blocked by P.J. Frost.
Silva blocked by P.J. Frost. Well done. John Hollis trying to press the advantage there. That ball is going to go out of bounds. And we're going to see a whole bunch of North Attleboro guys change out. As it looks like their starting squad is going to get a breather here. Long chip by North Attleboro. Broken up down the line. Still North Attleboro retains ball. Now it comes across to the middle. McGarry with a feet touch. Does not control. And North Attleboro still pressing the advantage. Frost breaks it up. Well done by PJ. And that ball squirts loose enough to get all the way up to John Hollis. Hollis looking to put on the Jets. He does, but not enough. And that's going to be, there's a whistle. That's going to be a whistle on Hollis from the contact. And that ball is going to stop here. No, they're going to let Foxborough have that ball, even though John just ran right into the guy. But again, it goes to your point about which one's the whistle and which one's the contact, and where does it go, right? This is clearly, that was possession Foxborough, broken up. John Hollis puts a long shot on it, but it's high and over the crossbar.
To be fair, it was a, John had possession running down the ball, and the guy stepped into his way. But
we certainly haven't seen that consistently applied over the course of the season. So I don't disagree with the call in the slightest, but I am befuddled because sometimes it's a question of whose intent was the contact versus whose possession was the contact, whose advantage was the contact. I've watched 5 home games or 4 home games so far, and I still haven't mastered the rule.
I think there's a certain magic 8-ball determination.
It's a nice feed by Hollis to the middle, back to Frost, but North Attleboro collapses on and breaks that play up. Justin Neal will kick the ball in. And we got subs coming in for Foxborough. Out comes Tessier and Hollis. In comes Conley and Flaherty. Justin Neal will pass the ball in. He does. Ball is over to McGarry. McGarry trying to roll it to Flaherty. It's not there. North Attleboro looking to press an advantage now. Again, broken up by Justin Neal. Justin Neal up to Conley. Not quite, but it does skirt loose to McGarry. McGarry feeds it long over to Neal. Jeremy back to Zach Raymond. Zach Raymond lets it fly. Shetter from North Attleboro over to McGarry. McGarry does not control the ball. They work it back around. North Attleboro does as the Geese fly in. Dawn Patrol.
That's our F-15 flyover right there.
That's it. That's it. The Patriots get the Green Mountain Men. We've got a bunch of loons.
That's a Canadian goose there, Kevin.
Yes, but they're flying over a bunch of loons. 7 minutes left to play in the third. 2-1, North Attleboro. Foxborough looking at the wrong side of the scoreboard here. Trying to make something happen. Long clearing pass by the keeper. Broken up by P.J. Frost. One touched by Max Beagle to P.J. Frost. P.J. with a bid.
Ooh.
Oh!
Just over
the crossbar. That is, I think, probably the best shot I've seen him take so far this season. He was far outside. It was a really strong bid. And it was off a nice one-touch pass by Beagle. Good connection there. It would have been lovely to see that finished. Just a little too high. Oh, and here comes North Attleboro pressing advantage. Axon comes way out of the box to make that play. Thank you, Derek. And off Foxborough looks to come again. Flaherty with a touch to Angelini with a touch off of Justin Silva. Beagle with another bid. Ball squirts wide off the keeper, and number 11 battles it out of there. Jaid Ishmael. Oh, that was two good bids there for Foxborough. Really sort of a real hard press desperation shot. Just unable to connect on either one of them. McGarry chips to the middle. There's a shoulder ball there by Beagle. Chest trap in the middle of the box again. Angelini looks for another bid. Not there. Wide right. And that will be a North Attleboro goal kick.
There were several good chances there, and
I like those series. I like the intensity.
Yep. Got to keep that up.
Yeah. It'd be great if they can just continue to press that advantage there. Try to drive it home. Meanwhile, keep it in North Attleboro's end for a little while. Been sort of playing on our heels and being opportunistic. We need to. Jeremy Neal gets there to make the play over to Justin Neal. Justin Neal looks to control it back up to Max Beagle. He does. Beagle with the ball, presses it up ahead to Adam Conley, but that ball squirts back to North Attleboro, and they look to come the other way. Long, high ball, chest ball, splits the difference on the defender there. Alex Pender's right between the two legs there, but Zach Raymond's there to make the stop. Foxborough looks to reset.
Really doesn't look like it, but the weather is not helping either team out there. We've seen several slips and stumbles.
Oh, that turf is slick. Once it, it's a great turf field. Foxborough's lucky to have it. Oh, nice one touch there. Broken up by Raymond. Angelini looking to get under it. He does. Feeds it up to Flaherty. Flaherty looking to press advantage. Angelini's not there. Had Adam Conley on the far side, but Flaherty looked to make the soft pass on the near side.
Well covered by the North Attleboro wall.
And just to that point, you go 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 guys in the back right now. And Max Beagle is going to get a breather. He's going to the bench. Jacob Tessier in for him in the middle of the field. 3.5 to play. Just Jeremy Neal to McGarry. McGarry one touches, squirts away. Ball comes out. Raymond puts it back in play to P.J. Frost. Looking to control. He passes up the line to Flaherty, and that gets under his foot, and that ball rolls out. That will be a goal kick for North Attleboro. And they will do a soft clear. Here comes the longer one. Ball control down the line. Penders breaks that up as number 22, Andrew Ferris, trying to get by him. Conley comes back, irritates the North Attleboro player there enough to create a long play. Penders with a Rockettes-like bunt. The Rockettes are in motion. That's 3 high kicks, clearing the ball up to midfield. McGarry steals the ball, steals it again, up to Tessier. Tessier trying to pass it over to Angelini. He's got Angelini on the wing. Angelini trying to get his wheels going. He is full down the left side. He makes a clearing pass to Conley. Conley swallowed up there. 2 guys sandwiching him. Foxborough looking to... Oh, there's the bid. Oh, broken up by the keeper. Good bid by Flaherty. Just the keeper right there extended. Carter Boudreau. No, David Floyd, excuse me. David Floyd just there, just lays out and manages to... he had eyes right on it.
It looked like there was a unintentional heading of the ball there. PJ Frost tried to get in there with a shoulder hit. Over to Adam.
Another shedder. Adam Conley, ball is cleared out. Oh, that's unfortunate. That was a really nice series of bids in there again, too. So you see in Foxborough pressing the urgency, just not able to connect in this quarter.
Yep.
That's this is probably the best quarter of intensity we've seen them play with. Just not able to see the result in the net. Angelini with the ball. He passes over to Tessier. Tessier taking it back to the left. No one is there. And that ball is unfortunately not an advantage we could take advantage of. And Angelini's looking at him going, I gave you the ball to go right. Why are you coming back here? What are you doing over here? I just got rid of it. We are inside the referee's 2 minutes, waiting for something to develop here. As Tessier with the ball. Frost back to Penders. Penders to the wing to Neal. Neal. Nope, that ball squirts away to North Attleboro. Off the Pope Mobile, and that will be a Foxborough ball. Back to Penders. Penders long ball back to Raymond. Raymond taking his time, looking at his options. He's got Jeremy Neal. Jeremy Neal rolls off his foot. Back to Raymond. Raymond with a long clear. He's trying to hit Angelini. He does, but Angelini's not able to control it quite the way he wanted to. And that ball is out of bounds. Foxborough ball. Let's go, boys. Time is of the essence. Whistle will blow at any second. Neal to Flaherty. And there it is. That's the end of 3. Whew. At the end of 3, it is North Attleboro 2, Foxborough 1. And we got 2 minutes, and we'll do the 4th and final quarter.
The intensity was definitely picked up in the 3rd quarter there. That's something that they will need to carry on to the 4th if they're expecting to come out on top of this one.
The intensity coupled with that finish, you know, you saw a couple of really good bids. That shot by PJ outside the box really sort of set the table with that long, hard drive.
Yep.
You had a couple of good bids inside on the net, in front of the net. Ryan Flaherty popping open with a clean look there. The goalie just making out a really nice layout play. I mean, he wasn't fooled. He was watching the play develop the whole way. But really just a solid set of advantage that they're pressing there. Just David Floyd is the keeper there. Very nice job there on his part to save that, get his body on the ball.
Yep.
So, yeah, you hope if you're Coach Ambrosio and Coach Puccini that in this conversation in the huddle for the last 20 minutes here, you're saying, okay, guys, we need a win. We'll take a tie. A loss kind of hurts. So get on your wheels and let's see what's happening. All right, so here is, we're going to see a replay now. I think this is the PJ. Yeah, look at that. He's outside of the 20, just over the crossbar. It's a beautiful shot by PJ.
Yep.
Really just unloads. Fantastic shot. And then this is Beagle, right? See Beagle, again, outside the box. There's the rebound, right? Flaherty coming wide to get there. Just doesn't get there. That guy clears it out in time.
Yep.
That's a nice little ensemble, Mike Everson. Thank you. And then here's Flaherty. I mean, I think he thought he was offside, so he was seizing up. But look, I mean, just keeper was right there.
Yep.
And just put himself in really good position to make that stop. Too bad, because Flaherty was ready and in good position. I think he kind of looked like he was pulling back because he thought he was going to be offsides.
Yep. Yeah, I think Foxborough had done a little bit of better job in the midfield, getting to the ball first. I think in the first 2 quarters, North was in front of them.
Yes.
To take the ball away.
Yes, I agree with that
more
entirely.
Than half.
So you definitely saw Foxborough with much more control of the ball in the third quarter. I agree entirely. And here we go to start the fourth and final. Here comes, again, Foxborough will now be going from my right to my left. You, the viewer, your right to your left. North Attleboro in the road whites will be going from left to right. The back line will be the Neal brothers, Zach Raymond and Alex Penders. In the middle, you will have McGarry, Frost, Beagle, Angelini, Hollis, and Tessier. Well, Angelini will go to striker. But Hollis and Tessier on the back line. On the midfield line. And they are up and at it, out of bounds. That will be a North Attleboro ball. North Attleboro pressing with 2 strikers up top. Number 14, who has scored, Edison Mendoza, and number 8, Matt Conley, who I believe has had an assist on the day. Penders tries to break that up. It's out to Bjorn Borg. Toe pick there by Foxborough to control the ball. McGarry trying to get on the run. Ball traces just far for him. And North Attleboro gets a toe on it. Angelini trying to get it, but he is broken up by number 4, Donovan Carter, the other one of North Attleboro's 2 Hockomock 11 from the preseason. Beagle gets his toe in there. North Attleboro's tripped up. That's going to be a North Attleboro ball. Foxborough drops back to reset. So it looks like Foxborough's gone back to their more traditional 4-5-1 for the purposes of this quarter. Long clearing ball by Donovan Carter, and that's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be a goal kick for Foxborough. Paul Frost very upset about his headsets. He's making all kinds of technical adjustments here.
There's an equipment
One touch by Neal to McGarry. McGarry tries to go back to Neal. It's off Jeremy, and then
out of bounds.
Off of North Attleboro. That will be a Foxborough ball. This is the other thing, too, for them on these clears. You know, on these inbound plays, they all have to be on the ground. So they all just want to wind up and crank it. That ball bounces off of Zach Raymond. And
broken up by Penders.
Penders gets
that
foot in there. McGarry up to Tessier. Tessier broken up. Foot race is on as North Attleboro tries to challenge in the box. Justin Neal breaks that up. Jeremy Neal breaks that up. They keep switching sides on me. And by that, I mean like every quarter when they switch directions, they switch sides. They play the same position each time. Should be able to remember it.
Ooh.
That's definitely off Alex McGarry's head, but I don't hear a whistle. They're playing on. North Attleboro looks to rebuild from the back. Attleboro knowing that they are 17 minutes away from a win. Penders on the contain. Edison Mendoza taking his time. Justin Neal with the ball. So again, this the fact that you can't launch the ball on these kick-ins is equally as challenging for these guys who just want to grip and rip. And in a throw-in world, they could throw it as far as they can throw it. So here, it's it's a combo pass. You can't throw it off. It has to come off. Can't come off the ground. If it does, they take it away from you. And So with that, you're really contained on what your options are.
Mm-hmm.
We are reigning in the booth. Reigning in the booth. 16 to play. Foxborough needs to make something happen here. And you see North Attleboro pressing the advantage now. Position that they aren't usually in. They've got two guys at the midfield line, and everybody else is in the Foxborough end. That ball off McGarry, squirts wide and loose. Beagle tries to contain. It's not there. Contact made by North Attleboro. That's going to be a drop ball violation. Foxborough able to continue to move forward. McGarry swings wide to Jeremy Neal. Jeremy Neal looking up the field. He rolls it to the midfield to McGarry. McGarry to Beagle. Beagle one time back to McGarry, one time back to Beagle. Beagle presses the advantage to Hollis. And the keeper is there on the end line. David Floyd. Makes that throw in. Long throw by Floyd. Jeremy Neal there to control it. Knocks it off of number 12, Brody Rosenberg. And that ball is Foxborough's ball.
Now, are the goalies under the same restrictions for throwing the ball as they are punting the ball?
No, I don't believe they are. But boy, would that be one hell of a throw. Meaning, can they go over midfield?
Yeah, I mean, he bounced it at the 40, so...
Right, so, but it was on the ground. Right, by the time you had
Sure.
contact on the ground. I mean, that's a 50-yard throw would be... I'm not even sure the Rock could do that. Of course, this is a challenge, I guess. Dwayne Johnson, if you're listening to this broadcast, then feel free to prove me wrong. Edison Mendoza tries to get a bit in there. He does. Bounces off a couple of Foxborough players before Justin Neal kicks it wide. North Attleboro ball. Whole bunch of substitutions. And out goes in comes Camberera. Out goes Zach Raymond. There's something we don't see very often. Zach Raymond taking a break. Unclear on who is in the backfield for Foxborough right now with that change. Penders breaks that cutting pass in. Breaks that up, kicks it out, but it still falls to number 11, Jaid Ishmael, who falls to him twice. In fact, he's able to reload for North Attleboro. Foxborough taking some of the defense off the field in an effort to get a little bit more offensive pressure. Here comes Angelini down the line. Angelini feeds to Beagle. Beagle comes back out to the outside, up to Angelini. Nope, around Angelini. And Beagle looking to get some room. He's got some contact happening there.
It looks like they called that one.
They sure did, but they're going to mark it just outside the box. Kind of hoping we might get a freebie there. Not going to lie. But instead, we're going to continue to have to earn it. McGarry setting up to take that kick with Tessier on the outside.
That last bid did start with a really good Jake Tessier takeaway in the midfield.
But you got PJ Frost up top all by himself. I'd love to see him scooted up there. Beagle looking to control and turn it. He does turn it, but he cannot control it. The ball is loose. Keeper comes out, cleats first. It makes the diving save. And here comes North Attleboro. We got a handball. We'll take it. Derek Axon way out of net. He's up at the 35. Foxborough clearly feeling this as a do or die moment here. We're emptying the net. Neal to kick it inbounds. He does. Ball squirts loose and low. Beagle gets a piece of it. Can't control it. Ball flying out to North Attleboro here on the wing. Out of bounds. That's going to be a Foxborough ball at about the 25 for the Foxborough offensive end. Beagle looking to control. he is called for contact. And there goes that advantage. We're going to have a discussion now, the ref and number 11, Jaid Ishmael. Something the ref didn't like there. Decided he needed to chat over with the player. Donovan Carter clears that ball long. Penders off the back of his head, and they call it. He was trying to bend out of the way.
When you're 6'5",
I mean, seriously. If he had stood up, it would have hit him right in the back of his shoulder blades. It's not about intent, obviously. It's about opportunity. The ref called the header. There's no way watching that was intentional. I don't think he could do that again if he tried. Long shot by Justin Silva wide of the net. Foxborough with 10 minutes left. Looking to try to get something going here now. Axon to give it a ride. Ball is up. Controlled. Not controlled. Touched by Hollis. Hollis tries to press it up. Broken up by North Attleboro. Comes back the other way. Penders. Toe pick. Manages to make the stop. Feeds Hollis. Hollis looking to get by on the wing. Lots of body. Thank you. That's going to be a contact foul on North Attleboro. 19, Sam Bush denying the lane to John Hollis. Jeremy Neal, Justin Neal with a pullback. That ball's going to need to squirt loose for them to have a bid there. Angelini right there in case it does, but it does not. David Floyd swallows that one up. If for any reason I have the wrong keeper, no one has called to complain about it yet, so David Floyd's parents have obviously taken everybody else off the board so that he can get credit for all the accolades that I'm giving. But he's the one who's marked as starting, so that's the one I'm going with. Donovan Carter clears it up the line. Ball rolling out. Penders there. Penders to Jeremy Neal. Jeremy Neal looking to make the inbound play now. He does to Frost. Frost long over to the middle to Penders. Penders in trouble. He turns it around. Look at the footwork on the big man. Nicely done. Up to Angelini. Angelini with a bid just behind Camberera. Not there. And North Attleboro comes racing back. Another toe there for Penders. Gary, one touches to Angelini. Angelini back to Frost. Frost over to Beagle. Beagle looking to get some room. It's not there. Donovan Carter swallows him up. But he feeds Tessier down the line. Tessier making a nice cross. Oh, Hollis! Not there!
Great save by the keeper.
Oh. Hollis looking to make that kick and complete that play before it was there. Just over-anticipated the opportunity. Very excited. That did go over. They did not call it. He didn't throw it over, did he, Paul?
Nope, it was a kick.
Okay, good. I don't want anybody to prove me wrong 3 minutes after I said you can't do it. Neal back to the center to Penders. Penders looking for a man up. He's got Justin Neal. Justin Neal feeds to the middle to Camberera. Camberera feeds up the line to Hollis. Hollis doesn't quite control, but he does get it back. And that's going to be off John Hollis on the kickback from Sam Bush. Long pass up off of Pender's chest. Tried to squeeze it by him. Number 17, Ryan Adams-Lopez. Trying to press the advantage. Jeremy Neal kicks it wide and out of bounds. That will be North Attleboro ball. North Attleboro now getting ready to slow this game down. 6.5 left to play. You see a little less urgency in moving that ball into play. Foxborough needs to be a little bit more mindful of the clock here. Ball's in. Hollis breaks it up. That'll be off Foxborough again.
North Attleboro making a shift change.
Sure. Keep that clock running. Substitutions all around. You're going to bring in guys you just took out. And put guys in you just took out. Slow everybody down. We're going to see 2 substitutions coming in for Foxborough in a minute here, too. Number 47 kicks that right into the center. Frost clears it up. Gets away from McGarry. Barrera looking to press. Beagle. They just call him on the line. Beagle was working hard to keep that ball in bounds, but it was not meant to be. Ref right on that line to see it. And that'll be a North Attleboro ball. 5 to play. Ball is up. That was a header too, but they didn't call that one. That'll be a goal kick.
Yep.
Alex Penders gets that call. That long arm of the law setting that call. Derek Axon looking for a target. We have 2 subs coming in. Out goes John Hollis, in comes Adam Conley. Out goes, I think it was Jacob Tessier on the other side. In comes Klaus Pompoulos. Beagle with the ball. He's got a feed. Oh, it's broken up by Donovan Carter. Klaus right in the game. He's got a touch. And Beagle manages to get it back to Angelini on the right side. Angelini looking. Oh, he's trying to feed McGarry there. It wasn't there. McGarry was just a little too far away. Jeremy Neal does a nice job of getting back on the play. Here comes the crossing pass. Pender shields. Axon comes out and makes the save. Give it a ride. We are at 5 minutes. The clock has stopped here in Foxborough for the final 5. We are now on ref time. That ball gets loose away from Mendoza and Penders. Penders back to Axon. Axon, long clearing kick. Broken up by number 47, Carson Dameron. Back into the middle. Penders has it again. Penders looks up. Tries to send. Oh, he does. Tries to send Conley. Conley gets held up. And that ball skirts off of number 19, Sam Bush. Max Beagle will inbound the ball. And we have substitutions. Ben Bass coming in for Justin Neal now. It's nice to see Coach getting everybody in at this point. Here it comes. Ben Bass getting his touches back there on that back line. And the ball's moving around. Barrera tries to send it in. McGarry not there. The keeper, David Floyd, just swallowing that up. Bass coming out hard to charge on the play. Not there. Mendoza with the ball. Penders trying to contain him. Mendoza on the move. Penders breaks it up.
Looks like it went out. Is it a kick in?
It should be a corner kick for North Attleboro. Penders definitely cleared it out. Broke up that play. That was Edinson Mendoza on the run there trying to turn the corner. Bass and Barrera trying to get in there to swallow that ball up. They do break it up, but it squirts out loose to number 8, Matt Conley. Axon able to make the save. Clears that ball up. That should get inside. Here comes Angelini. Angelini has the ball. He's trying to control. Bouncing around a little wild there. There's Beagle. Beagle turning a corner. No!
Right to the keeper.
Right to the keeper.
It was on net, though.
It was a good look. It was a good touch, but just was right to where the keeper was. Foxborough looking to try to get possession back here and try to have another one. That ball goes off Klaus. Bass has the ball. Bass looking up the field. He's got plenty of distance and time. He sends it one touch to Beagle. Beagle trying to send it one touch to Angelini, but he is swallowed up. And that ball comes back. North Attleboro pressing again. Neal with the shoulder shimmy. Pompoulos off of Pompoulos. Ball is out. That's going to be North Attleboro ball. Time is running out for Foxborough to pick up 2 here. Pick up 1 here. And just trying to contain on Mendoza. He does. Ball is up to Bjorn Bjorg. Ben Bass. Ball gets by Bass. They call no foul. They play that on.
That is rare to see in
And
this day
Matt
and
Conley
age.
is slow to get up. Ben Bass with a hard contain. And this season, we've seen a lot of those looking like penalty kicks. The refs opted not to go with that. Angelini looking to get a bid. He sails it wide and high. Oh, wide and high and left. And that's going to be another goal kick for North Attleboro. Good footwork. You see him work his way across the top of the box there to get a better look. Just gets away from him. Floyd can't hold it. Mendoza can't hold it. Over to Bass. Bass tries to clear it up. Makes another stop there. That's going to be game. And so, in what is a bit of a surprise, it's not a surprise North Attleboro works hard because they work hard. And a bit of a surprise for Foxborough, maybe looking past the game a little bit here. North Attleboro gets one, steals one away from them, takes the win 2-1, and costs Foxborough the ability to have some of those more relevant discussions that we were talking about earlier for the postseason play. Note to self, don't talk about the brackets, I guess. But a great game by North Attleboro. You really saw a far more offensive output than I expected to see them.
Yep.
I hadn't seen them to date. And I thought they really controlled the offensive end much better than I certainly expected them to.
Yep, I think that second goal gave them a lot of confidence to do that. And, certainly in the fourth quarter, they relaxed their defense quite a bit.
Absolutely, yeah. No, they were looking for that third one,
yep.
Right? One of the things, too, I thought you saw Coach Ambrosio try to do something a little different to start the game. He came out with a different format. He reverted back to his more traditional 4-5-1 before we got too far down the road there. But I also saw him move some new guys in. We haven't seen some of those guys play as much as yet, so it was good to see Ben Ferguson, Ben Bass, Alex Penders, Adam Conley, Klaus Pompoulos, Barrera. I mean, really, I think everybody at one point or another was in that game today. Mm-hmm. So, and if I'm forgetting somebody, I apologize to them. It's not intentional. But really impressive as I'm looking at the roster. The only guy, Nick Penders didn't go in as the keeper. They don't like to swap out keepers during the game. So unless there's a real reason to do that. So no surprise that he didn't see the field. But everybody else you saw take a role at some point or another in the game, and it was nice to see that. Actually, I think some of that led to some different pressing in the second half too, with some of the different composition.
Yep. That's certainly for sure. I think that the whole team has got a taste now of sort of how tough next week is going to be.
Oh, absolutely.
And then it's in their hands, and they will be working extra hard, I imagine, against Canton.
I hope so. I mean, this is definitely their opportunity next week. Right now, we don't know what will happen tonight. Canton actually is probably getting ready to play. I think they have a 6:00 game. Mm-hmm. So Canton playing Oliver Ames, who we've already talked about, has just sort of bulldozed the league. But they're playing in Canton, so that doesn't make it a cream puff at all. And good luck to them, to the Bulldogs, and to the Tigers as they square off tonight later on. But we'll know later where we stand. At worst case scenario, or maybe I should rephrase that and say at best case scenario, Foxborough will be sitting in this same position for next Monday's game against Canton, which means that second and third place are still very much up for grabs.
Yep.
And that's really, if you're Foxborough, all you can hope for at this point. Mm-hmm. Is just that opportunity and that chance. So I think that's pretty impressive for them to still be, scrapping away at it. And congratulations again to North Attleboro tonight as they double their goals for total on the season.
They played a great game. Their keeper was on fire tonight.
Their keeper got everywhere. But they really pressed advantage well when they had it. And their defense, you saw why they talk so much about playing that pack-to-back position, although we didn't have to see as much of it because they were able to play with the lead. But normally they get one and they just all settle in. Here we saw them get one and actually continue to press advantage. It was pretty impressive to watch. So, and they were a lot faster than I was anticipating as well. So good for them. Good for them. Congratulations to North Attleboro. Foxborough, go back and get them again next week. I don't know, Mike, do you have anything else you want me to touch base on here? Paul, any final thoughts you want to give to all your new fans back home?
We should thank all our camera people who are here today.
We absolutely should, and thank you for suggesting that. So to Jim Beagle and Wendy Bass and Chrissy Angelini and I believe Steve Axon or Michelle Fox, I'm not sure which ended up doing on that side, to Mike Everson and Mike Weber. We always appreciate all the stuff that you guys do for us in the booth. And Jerry has since gone home with his official scorekeeping, but thank you, Jerry, for being here and keeping us company as well. My name's Kevin Penders.
My name is Paul Frost.
I have had the pleasure of Paul Frost's company for this evening. And while we don't really like the result, we enjoyed the company. So we look forward to get back at it next week, folks. Final here from Sam Burns Field. North Attleboro 2, Foxborough 1. Have a great night, everyone. Go wash your hands, and we'll see you next week.